Hello and welcome to another episode of Old Line Watches. With you as always is Jeremy, your old man from the Old Line state of Maryland. Today we're going to be doing the review of the Dante from the Mécaniche Vénitienne line. But before we get into that, I would like to take a moment to thank some of our subscribers like Choi Wicho, Sal A, and Ryan E. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Next up, our obligatory wrist check. Today it's the Seiko SKX 009, the Pepsi bezeled brother of the 007, and you'll notice it's on a very nice custom buffalo leather strap there, and that's courtesy of Leather Creations. I'll be leaving a link to them in the description. Also in the description, see the link to the video for the giveaway. That's where you have to do the liking and commenting. You can subscribe wherever you'd like. And also in the description will be any discount codes or affiliate links that I have managed to procure for you. All right, without further ado, let's turn this camera around and check out the Dante. All right, today we are looking at the Dante 700 from Mécaniche Vénitienne. It is one of 200 special edition. They did 100 in the black Inferno colorway and 100 in the white Paradise colorway. It is so named after the Italian poet Dante, who wrote the Divine Comedy about his journey through heaven and hell. We'll bust out more on the history lesson later, but first let's get into some specs. We've got a 42 mil diameter, 48 lug to lug, end link to end link. We're at 53 millimeters with a 22 mil lug width, a slightly chunky 15 mil thick, and sized up on the Jubilee bracelet for my 6 3/4 wrist. We come in at 156.6 grams of weight. We're powered by the MV145 movement, which is an NH35 where they stuck a different rotor on it. A little bit of a semi-misleading advertisement there. Usually when you rename a movement, you are doing something significant to the internals of it, but not in this case. It's just an NH35 with a new rotor. But like all NH35s, you get hacking, hand widening, and a 41-hour power reserve. Case and bracelet are constructed of 316 stainless steel with a rough vertical brushing along the sides there, along with the limited edition -58 of -100. For the Inferno part, the Paradise used positive integers. Then on the front surface, we've got some radial brushing. Looks really nice. It's really well done. I kind of like the rough brushing they do on the sides here along the crown guard. It gives the kind of look, you know, of a watch that you would want to wear to hell and back. Screw down sign crown. Very grippy. And boop, boop. Another proof of the NH35. It's got that ghost date position there. At least they could have done was gotten rid of that, but you know. For our case back, we've got a bunch of specs in Italian and a really nice rose gold rotor that really plays with the light. Not to get a whole lot of light on the case back, but you know, still a very nice touch. Looks great. True screw down case back, actual screws so you don't damage the seals when you have to service the watch, which is great for a, I don't even know what this thing's rated for. Apparently they don't either. I'll find out and maybe write that in with some numbers there of what the actual water resistant rating of this puppy is. On the bracelet, we've got a fantastic mixed brushed and polished Jubilee bracelet with a butterfly milled clasp. Nice little signed clasp there. It's really comfortable, and the links are small enough that the lack of micro adjust does not hurt it too much. For me personally, it fit great. For you, you might have to go a little tight, a little loose, but should be pretty comfortable. All right, and underneath that sapphire crystal is a fantastic dial with lume-filled rose gold batons with a double at the 12. Nice applied logo with it. The name and the specs printed on. But the actual star of this is Levels of Hell. Starting with Limbo, going to Lust, Gluttony, Greed, Wrath, Heresy, Violence, Fraud, and the very last, Treachery, considered the greatest sin by the Italians. Got some pencil-style rose gold hour and minute hands, also lume-filled, and a nice little lollipop on the seconds. We've got a sapphire bezel with 120 click unidirectional with absolutely buttery smooth motion, with rose gold markers that will kind of disappear depending on the angle of the light, which is really cool and not annoying as you would think it would be, but it's actually like really cool the way the light plays on it. As you can see, the lume is Frosty BGW9 and really legible. I like the way it reflects off the rehaut in there. It's a nice little effect. It looks pretty cool. And here we have a kind of unspectacular specimen of the NH35, running 17 seconds fast per day with a not so great beat error and a reasonably okay amplitude. It is running within Seiko's specs for the movement, yes, but they could have regulated this thing, let's be honest. It's a little disappointing that they didn't. But say what I may about it, it's really comfortable and it looks really good. It fits remarkably well, hugs the wrist nice, doesn't look too big, doesn't overpower the wrist. It's freaking gorgeous, man. It really is. The only complaints that I really have is the movement. You could at least regulate it, but realistically, this should have been like an NH38 with no ghost position, or even better, a Miyota 9000 series, high beat, something like that, to really give it the oomph to push it to the next level. It's a great watch. It's really well made. It's fantastic, and I do not regret owning it. It's about $100 too expensive, though. Such is life. So that was our review of the Dante. I hope you enjoyed it and that you leave a comment telling what you liked about it, didn't like about it, any other opinions you might have about that, or anything at all. I love seeing comments and I love responding to all of them because, well, I'm not so huge that I can't respond to all of them, so I do respond to all of them. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please do subscribe, click the bell, all that happy stuff that the YouTube algorithms seem to enjoy so much. Until next time, this is Jeremy, your old man from the Old Line State, signing off.